MarketHive's drive forward comes from decades of experience. Prior to MarketHive was a company called Veritech, which ran for almost 20 years. And in the development of that particular company, it started out basically as self-replicating website systems, online forms that read and wrote to server databases, self-replicating PDF technology, broadcasting out to these little mini search engine sites, which eventually becoming known as FFA sites. And that was kind of like the core in the beginning of MarketHive. Back then, it was called Wave 4. As it evolved, its whole vision was totally against the status quo of selling people's personal information, their name, their mailing address, their phone number, their fax number, their email address, their sex, their color, their age. A lot of information was sold on them, and people would buy it and basically clobber them over the head with unsolicited email, spam, unsolicited faxes, direct mail, cluttering their mailboxes, stuff that they weren't looking for being knocked through their door. Um, Tom Prendergast, and what back then was called Wave 4, then became Veritech, rallied against that. We believed that there was a better way, that you could actually go out there and create awareness that people you were looking for would find you, because now we have the internet, so they could search and find what you were offering, and then be pulled into your sphere of influence, looking for what you were looking for, some, either looking for what you represented, your culture, or what you were selling, or knowledge that you had, etc. And as Veritech evolved, it created what was known as traffic portals and SEO portals. The traffic portals were set up to give away free services, submission services to that was Blastomatic submission services to lots of search engines and these FFA sites, which brought a lot of traffic. They worked back in those days. Free conference rooms, conference rooms just like you see today, like with GoToMeeting. We were giving them away back in the late 90s and early 2000s as a lead generation system. Money Machine, which is another website that gave people kind of like a backdoor or a password into a particular dashboard we gave them, and then after a person logged in for whatever it is they were promoting, you would have their lead, and then you could do your presentation, so that your presentation was considered private, not public. There was a lot of different types of things we built. Free vacation giveaways, where you signed up and you said this is where you had a choice of 20 or 30 destinations. You filled out the information, and the system gave you a customized PDF that you printed out, and you mailed it into that particular travel agency, and they sent you plane tickets and vouchers and stuff to that destination, giving it away for free. These were all really legitimate, powerful systems, and that became the foundation for what is now known today as inbound marketing. So MarketHive is built on establishing that whole generation, that whole direction, that whole cultural foundation of sphere of influence marketing or inbound marketing, creating funnels and being at the top of the search engines, being talked about in the social engines, being aware of in the forums and stuff. A complete social network that was built into the whole thing of Veritech. Veritech was really established a long time ago, and because of that legacy, it was shut down, and a new version of it, called MarketHive, was launched, which was totally, completely rebuilt and to address true inbound marketing capabilities, which is what we have today. As this amalgam, or this integration of a social network and a inbound marketing platform, also a platform for commerce, exchanges and selling your services, all came together, it became obvious that what was being built was a new generation of a social network called a market network. It started to be talked about in 2015, 2016. Particular article that came out, TechCrunch, discussing that. And in their discussing that, it was quite obvious that they didn't know about markethive, but that's exactly what markethive was and is and is becoming. Now, on top of all of that, with the advent of the blockchain and what that represents, markethive is now in the process of decentralizing itself and creating what we call super nodes and nodes in our wallets and our blockchain, so that the entirety of markethive, which delivers a super social network system where it includes video channels, image sharing, chatting systems, news feeds, profile pages, link hubs, resumes. I mean, the entire portfolio, everything you possibly need as an entrepreneur to build a business on the internet, plus a social network so you can build a complete organizational campaign, all built on the blockchain so that it is completely and totally decentralized, so that your privacy is private. You're not being shadow banned. The way that the news feed and everything works, it's all working and based upon moving forward to getting onto the blockchain. And in doing that, it also then produces its own coin. And using that coin, it will then draw upon the success of and the genius of PayPal on giving away. When PayPal first launched, they gave away $20, and they gave you $20 for promoting it to anybody. So now that markethive is building its blockchain and will have its own coin, we will be able to do what's called an infinity airdrop. We will always be giving away a large, valuable amount of coins for every person who signs up. And if that distributor or that subscriber who's referring you decides to have the upgrade, kind of similar to what LinkedIn has an upgrade, but with a lot more value to it. I'll cover that in a minute. Then you would also get an equal share of those people signing up. So if you promoted heavily markethive, it's a referral, and you brought thousands of people in, you could literally earn millions of coin. But there's even more to that, to markethive. Markethive truly is a very, very, very unique, very special type of social network. It is an inbound marketing platform. It is a commerce platform. It is the next generation called a market network. So in this market network, the entire portfolio of all the tools, backlinking management, our blogging platform broadcasts out to literally millions of social networks. Hundreds of millions of them. You can set it up to do that. It publishes to Facebook. It publishes to LinkedIn, to Twitter, to Pinterest, to Instagram, to Digo. I mean, the amount of publication that it does is huge. But even more powerful than that is if another social member of markethive subscribes to your blog platform within markethive, every time you publish, it goes out to all of their social networks. You can see the numbers on something like that. If you are publishing really good content and you have literally thousands of people subscribing to your blog, not only are you going to be making more money because our system operates kind of on the basis of being a faucet, micropayments for everything you do. If you have large numbers of people subscribing to your blog, every time you publish, the amount of money that you make publishing is extremely high compared to somebody who publishes with no followers. And if you have literally thousands of followers, you could literally be publishing out to hundreds of millions of social networks. Your exposure is exponential just in the blogging systems of markethive, but it has a lot more than that. It's got, it has the news feeds, it has the video upload system, people who subscribe to that or publish that, anything that you do within markethive, it's paying you micropayments similar to like a faucet. The tools within markethive, all this is free. You can make capture pages, unlimited types of capture pages that give you a little code you can go put on your own domain and control what that domain shows with the back office of markethive with your capture page control panel, autoresponders, our mailing system. This is something you need to note. Our email system, I mean, you could literally have hundreds of thousands, millions of email data in your system, and it doesn't cost you any additional money. It's free. Our mailing system delivers. Listen carefully to this. We deliver 97 to 98% of our mail that comes off of our servers for your when you mail, send out a mail, shows up in the inbox, not just gets delivered with most of it in the spam folder like all the other mailing systems out there. Our mailing system delivers above 95% in the inbox. That is stupendous. And whether you have 50 email addresses in your system or 50 million, the system is still free and delivers within seconds, almost 100% into all the inboxes with your mailing system, your autoresponders. And you can have unlimited campaigns, as many campaigns as you want. Our system truly is a state-of-the-art inbound marketing platform, and all of it is absolutely, totally free for life. We do have an upgrade. That upgrade is called the Entrepreneur Upgrade. But what that upgrade does is it takes your profile page. LinkedIn gives you a profile page. Other people have to log into LinkedIn to see it. Facebook gives you a profile. Most social networks give you some type of profile page. Well, we give you a profile page too, but it's available to the public if you want it to be. It is your resume. It is your link hub. It is the link to all your blogs. It's the link to your images. It's a link to your videos. It has its own personal news feed on it for you to put in your own messages, image uploads. It's a profile page, as it should be, a real profile page. And it gets easily indexed by Google and Bing and DuckDuckGo. All of the search engines and the robots love these things. And if somebody comes to your profile page and they sign up, they immediately become your friend. If you get 3 or more people signing up through your profile page, you automatically activate the faucet within markethive. That means everything that you publish, whether you publish to the news feed, you publish a comment, you publish a blog, you create a group, you create a capture page, you create a set of autoresponder, whatever you do within the system after you've referred 3 or more people through your profile page, now the system starts paying you small payments for everything you do. So now it becomes a source of income for your activity. All this is costing you nothing. This is all for free. Plus, it's a blockchain, so everything you do is private. It's yours. You have total control over it. The way our wallet works like a key to unlock the systems for you to get in and out of it. And if you decide that you want to get rid of all of your information, we have a button that you push, and it deletes everything. Deletes it. It's gone. Everything. All of your money, all of your coins, your wallet, your images, your videos, your comments, your blog, everything. Completely, totally deletes it. Doesn't save it or suspend it or it's gone. I mean, a government could come to us with all of the legal documentation saying we want to see that person's logs. We won't. They don't exist. You push that button, it's gone. True privacy. We don't shadow ban. We don't watch what you're doing. We don't keep track of all of that stuff. We don't do that. We give you total privacy. And we can do this because we're turning into a blockchain. But the Entrepreneur Upgrade turns that profile page into what we call an associates page. Now, what's the difference? If somebody comes to your profile page and they sign up and you've upgraded to Entrepreneur, the information that you get on them, you now have access, or the information on what their social networks are, whatever they put in there as they develop their system. You have access to their phone number because we make sure that they verify a phone number. Make sure it's a cell number that we text them on that, so you get that. That their email is deliverable. We give you a dated notepad so you can keep notes on talking to these people that become your associate. It becomes the nurtured lead system people dream about. It becomes a lead system like nobody else has ever been able to deliver because they're being nurtured within the system because the system is a total social network. So that upgrade gives you that. And what that means is from there on out, anybody who signs up through your upgraded profile page or associate page, and we airdrop to them when they sign up 500 coins, we give you a matching bonus. We give you 500 coins. So if you brought 1,000 people in after you upgrade to associate, to entrepreneur, you now have 500,000 coins. And this is not based on speculation either. The money that we raise for markethive is not through speculation on our coin as a traditional ICO. We're doing what's called an ILP. And what's an ILP? Initial loan protocol. It's based on a debt. It is a transferable note based on a debt, and the debt is paid off by the profitability or by the revenue of the company. So this revenue, so the success of the company pays back on the ILP for 20 years, 20 to 30 years, and it's renewable. So basically, it will continue to pay a share of that profit forever. This is, you will earn these ILPs by upgrading to entrepreneur. Now, this is limited to the first 1,000, but this is a big deal. So basically, you come in and you sign up and you upgrade to the entrepreneur, and you're getting paid back with ILP shares that pay you a share of the profit, basically, for the rest of your life. That's a pretty good deal. But there's even more. We have a banner program. The banners are only run by those people who've upgraded to entrepreneur. They have access to publishing banners. Nobody else does. I mean, so if you are an entrepreneur and you got somebody who signed up and they want to run an ad, they contact you and you can charge them $10, $20 or whatever you want to and run an ad for them. But the only entrepreneurs are able to publish ads into the system. Now, there are other systems out there like the Warrior Forum. They charge $100 a day for banners. This is included in our system for $100 a month. Very, very fair. And again, I want to reiterate, everything that has to do with inbound marketing, all those tools, profile pages, commerce platforms, all that is free. This upgrade is strictly given to you to leverage that free to make it even more powerful. This all comes from over 20 years of technology that's been developed by us, and we are now at the very forefront of delivering this system. We're also delivering not less than 3 commercial systems: a markethive exchange coin system, a Beelancer, which is kind of like the freelance system, and Hive content system. That's it's like a journalistic system. But all of our systems that we will be bringing will include total collaboration. So these commerce platforms will include live conference rooms, Telegram or Skype-like communications, texting, phone calls, 3-ways, all built into the system, so that in hiring somebody to work for you, or somebody hiring you, there is no issue with communications. You have complete, total, not just one-on-one, but you can have entire groups getting together and creating collaborative environments for building campaigns. We are at the very beginnings of getting ready to launch this thing into the blockchain as an ILP. It'll be like an ICO launch. We are already profitable. We already have revenue coming in. We have been operational for over 3 years. Our email, not our email, but our domain name, markethive, is trademarked. Trademarked on almost all classes, over 36 classes. We own every domain, markethive. Every top-level domain, or just about all the ones that matter, we own them all. When it comes to social networks, markethive is branded in all of them. We own all of that. We are profitable. We have revenue coming in. We have 20 years of technology. Our technology is proprietary. We are building a blockchain. We have top engineers and top people coming in that are building for us. We're in the process of building. We are delivering already on our roadmap from our white paper. We don't even have our ICO site completed yet. It's very close to being completed. We're still in the pre levels of launching our crowdfunding. We want people to be aware of that there is a solution to the terrible situation that most people find them in right now with today's alternatives or today's options for social networks. We are the next generation. We're not a Me Too trying to compete with the existing social networks. We're a completely new animal that includes the advantages of social networks, but we bring a tremendous amount of benefit to that. MarketHive is the solution. And thank you.